every day and every night we'll be together with the roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter of my single bed. We'll share the same room, yeah. But just provide the bread. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? I wanna know now. I've got to know now. I'm willing and able, so I throw my cards on your table. I wanna love you. I wanna love and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together with the roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter, yeah. Oh yeah, of my single bed. We'll share the same room, yeah. Oh, just provide the bread. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? I wanna know now. I've got to know now. I'm willing and able, so I throw my cards on your table. I wanna love you. I wanna love and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together with the roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter, yeah. Oh yeah, of my single bed. We'll share the same room, yeah. Oh, just provide the bread. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? I wanna know now. I've got to know now. I'm willing and able, so I throw my cards on your table. I wanna love you. I wanna love and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together with the roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter, yeah. Oh yeah, of my single bed. We'll share the same room, yeah. Oh, just provide the bread. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Oh, oh yes I know, yes I know, yes I know now. table. See, I wanna love you, I wanna love and treat you, love and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together with the roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter.
Hold it. Who is to give the bride away?
Mother and I.
Mother and you. Well, you say goodbye to the bride. And would you greet your bride to be?
Like that. She look good, don't she?
You all may be seated, please. First of all, we want to welcome all that are here today to celebrate this great opportunity to unite two people in holy matrimony. And before we start, let's all bow our heads and go to the Lord in prayer, please. Most gracious and heavenly Father, before thy throne we come to you for these devoted hearts who are asking to be united in holy matrimony. May you look down upon this dear couple and give them your blessings and direct their paths so they may continually walk in your light. Amen.
You good?
The first of human contracts is marriage, divinely instituted by God in the Garden of Eden. And since its beginning, marriage has been used by God, not only for a human bond, but for a divine relationship. Jesus honored its celebration by being present at the wedding of Cana, and chose those in purpose to illustrate the relationship between the church and himself. So the Apostle Paul elaborates how Jesus loved his bride, the church, and gave himself for it unto death, and how the bride is to be obedient to the groom. The beautiful illustration of marriage is also the picture of the good news that God has so graciously given us, as in John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Now, you, Tevita, and you, Amber, having come to me signifying your desires to be united before God in holy matrimony, and being assured that there is no legal, moral, or religious barriers to hinder this union, I now ask you to join your right hands and repeat after me. So you got it. And you can face me if you like. There you go. And you'll go, I, Tevita,
I, Tevita,
take you, Amber,
take you, Amber,
to be my wife for eternity,
be my wife for eternity,
to share with you all my hopes
share with you all my hopes
and my dreams,
and my dreams,
achievements and disappointments.
disappointments.
I promise you a Christian home full of love and respect.
Promise you
A Christian home
Christian home
full of love and respect. And from this day forward, nothing shall become, and from this day forward,
From this day forward,
nothing shall become more important
more important
than our love for God and each other.
than our love for God and each other.
And you, Amber, repeat after me. I, Amber,
I, Amber,
take you, Tevita,
take you, Tevita,
to be my husband for eternity,
to be my husband for eternity,
to share with you
to share with you
all my hopes and dreams,
all my hopes and dreams,
achievements and disappointments.
achievements and disappointments.
I promise you a Christian home full of love and respect.
I promise you a Christian home full of love and respect,
And from this day forward,
and from this day forward,
nothing shall become more important
nothing shall become more important
than our love for God and each other.
than our love for God and each other.
All right, now we're going to be doing the rings, and I will ask for them in just a second. You just say right there. The circle of love is the rings, and it shows no end.
Let me see.
A precious metal that purifies itself under heat. Tough enough for daily use, yet flexible enough to be shaped and molded into something beautiful. The rings will be exchanged by one another to show the outside world what the inside heart feels for each other. So, the rings, please. There. Do you, Tevita, give this ring to Amber as a token of your love for her?
I do.
Put the ring on her finger. And will you, Amber, take this ring as a token of Tevita's love for you?
I do.
All right. Now,
Much finger?
now, do you, Amber, give this ring to Tevita as a token of your love for him?
I do.
This man?
That's the left hand. Is this your left hand?
And will you, Tevita, take this ring as a token of your love for her?
I do.
You do. Amen to that. Having pledged your faith in love to each other, and having sealed your precious vows by giving and receiving of the rings, I then, acting in the authority vested in me by the laws of this state, and looking to heaven for divine sanctions, pronounce you husband and wife in the presence of God and for all those that are here. So now I may say, you may kiss the bride. gentlemen, may I introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Latu.
Brainstorm, take me away from the norm. I got to tell you something. This phenomenon, I had to put it in a song, and it goes like, whoa, amber is the color of your energy. Whoa, shades of gold displayed naturally. You wanna know what brings me here? Oh, glide through my headline to fear, and I know why. Whoa, amber is the color of your energy. Whoa, shades of gold displayed naturally. Whoa, amber is the color of your energy. Whoa, shades of gold displayed naturally. You live too far away. Your voice rings like a bell anyway. Don't give up your independence, unless it feels so right. Nothing good comes easily. Sometimes you got to fight. Whoa, amber is the color of your energy. Whoa, shades of gold displayed naturally. You launched 1,000 ships in my heart so easy. Still it's fine from afar, and you know that. Whoa, brainstorm, take me away from the norm. Whoa, I got to tell you something.
We're working on it.
you please rise to your feet as I have great privilege and honor in introducing to you for the very second time this evening, Mr. and Mrs. Latu! Come on, make some noise for our newlyweds! Make some more noise for them! All right, and now our bridesmaids. Make some noise for Vanna, Cheyenne, Angelina, Cynthia, and our maid of honor, Skylar!
Too sexy for this syrup, too sexy for your girl, too sexy for this world, too sexy for this ice, too sexy for that jet, yeah, yeah. Too sexy for this chain, too sexy for your game, too sexy for this fame, yeah, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're gonna have our groomsmen coming in. Make some noise for Moses, Alante, Henry, Stevie, and our best man, Dimitri!
Didn't make me bad. That's a G in the P City waving my hand. On the stage while he tried to fade. Just ski, goddamn. Man, this little mama over there watching play. I see the picture, but she wasn't speaking.
Make some noise for our bridal party! All right, ladies and gentlemen, you may all be seated as our bride and groom get into their very first dance as husband and wife.
Let's turn this house into a happy home. To all the homeboys that couldn't make a happy home. Let's turn this house into a happy home. One of them, some of them. Turn this house into a happy home. Never been keeping it for quite some time. Remain beside me through my trials in this life of crime. We done fought so many times I forgot to count. I never hit you, not a count. Rather leave your house. Remember back in December when we was hot. Sipping out his laying good style while I'm every night. In my bedroom, promise that I commit to you soon. Time kiss me every time you see me step inside a room without that hood. We promise to be good to each other, plus I love you, so I know you gon' make a good mother. You try to understand if I change the time, it's only cause I never owned anything that's mine. So I'm trying, you can stay with my mama, but keep the drama to a low. Never call the police, I never call you. Honestly, we were all born hungry in this world alone. Finally moved out my mom's house, you gotta have it home. Let's turn the house to a happy home. Cleaning out my mom's house, you gotta have it home. Turn this house to a happy home.
Let's make some noise for our bride and groom in their very, very special first dance as husband and wife. Now our bride is going to join her father on the dance floor for a very beautiful dance.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of
And now we're gonna have our groom join his mother on the dance floor for a very, very special dance as well. Keep it going. Uh-oh. Come on, let's make some noise for them. Beautiful dance with our groom and his mother, and a surprise as well.
Let us pray. Our Father in heaven, we are so grateful for thy blessings and love that we have felt throughout this day. We are grateful as family and friends of Amber and Tevita to be able to be gathered with them to celebrate this special day for them, for their children. We're grateful that thou hast united them and that their love has been blessed by thy hand. We're grateful for thy Son, Jesus Christ, and pray that his gospel and his love may be a center in their marriage. We're grateful for the strength that thou hast blessed Amber and Tevita, and the spirit that we feel in this very room. We pray that thou will bless them, that their heart is close to thee and to thy daughter, Journey. We are grateful for the safety in which thou hast blessed us all to come from around the world. We're grateful for all those that have prepared this day, especially for the couple and their parents. We pray that thou will bless this food, that it may be good for our bodies, and that the remainder of this night we may joy with thy spirit and enjoyment as we celebrate this holy union. And we say so in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to be getting into our dinner portion of the evening.
Hi guys, hello everyone. I hope everyone's having a great evening so far and having a wonderful time celebrating my beautiful sister and my official brother, Dasko and Amber Latu. So, a little bit about me. I've spent 4 theaters doing theater, but this has to be the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done in my life. I am sweating a lot right now, more than I was earlier. So most of you know me. I'm Skylar, I'm Amber's sister, and I am also the maid of honor. So me and my sister are 7 years apart, and that's a pretty big age gap considering. But that age gap never stopped us from being best friends. I remember doing everything with my sister. Back in the day, I used to scratch her back just to sleep in her room with her at night because I was too scared to sleep by myself. And I also remember cleaning her room for her so I could play on her DS that she just got, in which I broke 5 minutes later after using it. She'll never let me live that down. And I also remember the many times my sister had to save my precious life. One, I decided to use a bathtub as a slip and slide. I do not recommend for anyone. And also the many times she saved my life from falling down the stairs. You'll also never let me live that one down either. But now you're stuck with me, now we're here. Things and moments like these are the moments I know I'll always cherish, and I'll continue to cherish every moment I can spend with her because she was and still is the best big sister I could ever ask for. One day, however, I found these moments being included and shared with another person who wasn't just my sister, and that person just so happens to be sitting at this table right next to her. When I first met Doss, I didn't really know what to think. All I remember was as soon as he would step into the room, I could feel his positive energy and the great love and kindness he had for everyone. And I became close with Doss very fast and remember cherishing the moments with him just as much as I would cherish them with my sister. However, Doss, I do have to say you were not the first man who had my sister's heart. That does belong to the one and only Justin Bieber. I do have to admit. Of course, I reached out and I invited him, but me and him decided it was best not to come. We didn't want to start beef. Yeah, I didn't think he would enjoy calling my sister baby, and with him being her boyfriend, it didn't really make sense. If you know what that means, then you know, if you get the joke. I like to believe I played a big role in why they're sitting together at this table right now. I'm not saying I'm a matchmaker, however, I'm one hell of a couples therapist. So if any of you need help, let a girl know. One day, when Amber and Doss first started dating, they got into like one of their first couple arguments together, and so I sat them down for couples therapy. And I grabbed a notebook and a pen, which I never used, not once. I just had to be professional. And I remember asking the basic questions and what I thought a couples therapist would ask. You know, why are you fighting? What's going on? What's the whole situation? And then I asked Doss a more serious question. I said, Dasko, do you think you're gonna marry my sister? And without hesitation and the look in his eyes, he said yes. And what turned into a funny joke and what we thought was just gonna be a fun little memory, I knew then and there that Dasko was serious about putting a ring on my sister's finger. Sorry, I'm nervous. Being able to see Amber and Doss grow as a couple has been one of the most incredible things to be a journey and be a part of a journey. And I just love you both so much. And I'm so proud of you, Amber. I'm so glad to see you happy and shining because you deserve it. Doss, I'm so happy to officially invite you as my brother. I love you both. And let's make a cheers to Amber and Tevita Latu as a couple. I love you guys.
All right, and now we're gonna have our best man, Dimitri, come on up and share some words.
How everybody doing? Hope everybody having a good time. Shit. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Amber and Dasco on a beautiful wedding. They big moment. Y'all did a good job on everything. For y'all that don't know me, my name is Dimitri. I'm Dasco's younger brother. Me and Dasco, we got a special relationship, you know. He's like the brother right before me, so, you know, it's a very special bond that I don't take for granted. And my bad. I got it. Son. I got it. Oh, that's my son. He's all right. He's all right. Don't worry about that. Thank you for the break, son. I needed that. You know, I don't take it for granted, and I'll do anything for this guy. But to know that he got someone that will do the same now for life, you know, I love that. And I promise, you know, if y'all treat it like me and my relationship to my brother and don't take for granted what y'all got, combined with the love in this room, you know, you got no choice but to win, you know. And I love y'all for life. And let's have a good time, you know what I mean? Love you, bro.
Thank you.
Love you, bro.
Make sure you all raise your glasses for our newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Latu.
cookie. Hot girls out the road and say them see me. And until me say them have something for give me. You watch some man and them all a dream about the Jimmy. Them a promise and I tell me say I'm doing me. But a promise is a compared to a fool, so cool. But they don't know say that man a fi rule the school. When I pet them just wet them up just like a pool. When I dig glitter way I fi use up my tool. But I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them want to do. Still I got to stick to my girls like glue. When I'm a not play number two. All I know is how to get in jail. Nigga wanna cheat up in my head. Rather than tell them my bed to them really. So how can they want big up them chest? But they don't know that to come when they rated as the best. I wouldn't let them up with the sound of hardness. And I get up in the air when I go to every person to make all them. Now when I'm a minute, I'm ready to get the gal and listen to them. With them lucky, I'm ready to get the gal. Or them all up to some say they last year me a bit. Them I don't get power with the gal. I'm a money with the time and I don't get to grab. They don't have to share with the gal. Every time I'm looking at my money, I'm looking at my money. People love them is
Make some noise for our bride. Here's the real one. Here's the real one. 1, 2, 3. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Don't believe it, just watch. Hey, 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 hey. Don't believe it, just watch. 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 Don't believe it, just watch.
Okay, my name is Guess. Lloyd, Amber, where are you guys? This surprise is for you. Paging Amber, paging Lloyd.
Amber alert.
Please come to the front, or back to your seats, or wherever you want to be. Yeah, back to your seats so the kids can. Okay, while Lloyd and Amber are making their way to their seats, can I have all Lloyd's first cousins come up? Cousins, siblings. If you're allowed to, please come onto the dance floor. So, we wanted to do this little number. You know, in Tongan, there's no word for cousins. So, even though we may come from different moms and dads from Lloyd, we all have lived under the same roof at one point or another in our life. So we consider each other brothers and sisters. And so today, we don't have much to offer. We're on the other side of the country, but we're just so excited and so grateful that Lloyd has found joy and happiness, and they have this beautiful family. And so we just put together this little gift for you. We're gonna send this up. Wheela, take this up. This is $2,000, Lloyd. It's not much. We have to sell some of our kids to get money in that envelope. But we did have we kept the performers. So we're gonna have a number first by Moy's nephews. So can you guys step up? Boys, step up. Be ready? Line up. Line up. Face the bride and groom. Someone help them line up so they can look decent. So the boys are gonna do a number for you, and then Mata CE is gonna do a Tagaluma. So we're bringing a little bit of conga and with a little bit of San Francisco swag. Well, we want to tell you we love you, boy. Can everyone say we love you? Okay, bye, Fasi.
My name is Leroy Dupo Niuliku. I am first cousins with Tevita's daddy. Me and Daniela are first cousins. My daddy is sisters to Tevita's grandma. I'm also represented from my other grandma, Auntie Minilahi. For my dad and his sister Milahi. We're representing together tonight. And I just want to give you a little something before we do it, for you. Some little snack money, man, for you and the kids, man. Get your eat on at 7-Eleven. But before we do a Paloma, congratulations to member Needy. Say a couple words to these people before we do a Paloma.
Okay, everyone. Hello, everyone. So, my name is Minnie Nualiku, and we are from South San Francisco. Can I get a what? We're all about South City people. Where we at? Baby. Like I said, I'm Minnie C. And we're here to represent our father, who is, like my brother had mentioned, is the groom's grandmother's brother, and also my namesake, Minnie Nualiku, who her grandchildren are here with us, Honen Gapi. We are all here to represent our late father and our late mother, representing Kalolatu side, the Nualiku side. Just want to express our love and gratitude. You know, just a little something. A little story real quick. So as we were prepping to come, we told Lepoy, because Moy had called and had a special invitation for this man, not me, not anyone else, but Lepoy. Little story back, before coming here to the States, Lipoy stayed with Moy's grandparents. Joyce and Daniela, Sione and Ane always claimed this little one their little brother. And it just meant a lot for us to be here, to represent our father and my namesake, Mahilani. I want to express our love to Moy and also to all of our aunties. Galo, who's not here, we love you, and Uncle Baja, I wish they were here with us. I know they're here in spirit, but we want to wish you the very best in your marriage. We love you so much, Moy and Amber. We're going to go ahead and give the time to my daughter, who will be opening us up with a dalunga. Go ahead, DJ.
This is mine, my father's, my sister's, and Auntie Joyce's gift to Adosco and Amber for their wedding. Congratulations. If I should stay, I would only be in your so I go, but I know I think of you every step of the way. And
Round of applause. Another loud round of applause for all those family traditions and beautiful, beautiful talents shared tonight. Now we're going to continue the party.
She said, I'm the nigga. I said, I'm the nigga, bitch, I already know. I told a bad woman, they say I'm a storm. This is in my trunk, it's the Rockefeller trunk. I was seeing bricks and holler back when James still was down. I'm for the lead child. I couldn't take on. Got a people with me, she picked up the chick on. She gon' for the she don't need makeup. She gon' ring the radio, she don't take it down. She said, paper on the paper, wait for this, wait for this. I tell all my hoes, break it up, break it down, bag it up, fuck it up, bag it up, break it up. I tell all my hoes, break it up, break it down, bag it up, fuck it up,
pink Lamborghini, just a race with China. With a race to China, just a race in China. No bad dream, bitch, if she mixed with China. Real thick vagina, couple bricks in China. I told all my niggas, check, bust it down, bust it down. I'ma bust it open. I don't think, honey, 50 on tsunami. I think he needs to find me. I might just let him find me. Never trust a big butt and just mind it roll around me. The black queen like some cream ass wet. Ass moving in chalk. You know when you went down. This key is squeezing like the weight in a cow. His name is Nicky. My name ain't a cow.
I tell all my hoes, break it up, break it down, bag it up, fuck it up, bag it up, bag it up, break it up, break it up. I tell all my hoes, break it up. Give me a beat like you don't live to me.
Tell me I can't.
every day. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, baby, I love you.